Look at these conditions. Light winds, smooth seas. Not bad for a beginner. Woohoo! Sailing at full sail. Happy Cappy. Yeah! Checks out. Yeah! This is definitely my favorite seat in the house now. It is chaos out here today. There's boats everywhere. It's probably hard to see on a GoPro, but just in front of us in the same tack that we're, it's like we're in a race, there's so many boats here. There must be 20 masts I can see. Everyone's at full sail beating down the coast. Sick. Look at these conditions. Light winds, smooth seas. Not bad for a beginner. Yeah. This is the way to travel. My dude.
Well, what an incredible sail we've had en route to Split to get to our customs appointment on Monday morning, which is tomorrow. We're currently downwind, which is really fun, and we can see Split in the distance here. I'll take you up the little loop. Split is just over there. How's the downwind sail?
Good. It feels slow, but we just hit 5 knots before, 4.5 now. So we're getting along. So we got close. There's Split just ahead. But we got this crazy rolling, following seas and the wind's fading. So we're just slapping and slapping. Every wave we hit, the sail's flacking. And the sun's starting to set and we still have to get around and get into this anchorage and find a spot. So we decided it'd be safer to just motor the last little bit and save us some emotional damage. So we've just arrived. We snuck around the kind of north side of Split. That's the main city of Split, just over here. And we're recommended to anchor just by this marina here. It's meant to be sand bottom. There's already a couple of other boats here, over here. So we think we're gonna do a lap and hang out over in the front. See how it goes. Anchor down. Reverse onto that. That should be us holding there, and that's us. Listen to this, there must be a football match on. So we anchored much more smoothly than just before sunset. Good morning. So we spent a surprisingly nice night in the harbour here next to Split. We thought it was going to be pretty rocky, but as soon as it went nightfall, all the boats left and it calmed right down, and here's our view for the morning, not too shabby. We just threw in our engine checks, we're about to get started up to motor around into the actual Split harbour and get to custom stock. We're just approaching the Split harbour and there's boats everywhere, cruise ships. Woo! Little tents. So we've been doing holding patterns for a while and we just got the call to go tie up on the dock. So we're picking our way through this busy harbour and we're going to give it our best shot. What a morning, jeez. That was tough, pulling into a Split, so crowded in there, so busy, and then not knowing where to go, and we had to tie up to the same dock that the ferries tie up to, so the wall's like way above us and these massive rubber fenders. And we didn't know, what we're doing, and it was crazy. And then Cheryl rushes off to try and get the extra cable so we can finish our solar setup. And then Cheryl's stuck in crowds running around, and then I'm in all the queues it was just a generally crazy morning. See how this goes. Super busy in Split this morning. Yes, I believe so. Whew, there it is, we're officially stamped out. So now we have to go get to international waters and then we're allowed to come check back in.
Well, after an insanely stressful morning, we made it. Trying to get out of the country, trying to sort our customs. We're back out in the big blue. And guess what? We're on our first lean.
Good, good. At least we got wind.
How fast did we get up to there?
Aye, we just cracked, well, just again, we're at 5.8 knots, so 6 knots upwind is doing pretty well, I think. Happy with the old Project Freewheel.
We are on our way to international waters and then we have to go to Vis to check in. This is the farthest off land we've been. We're pretty much sea all around. No boats out here. Definitely an experience. We've got the autopilot on, but we're just keeping an eye out for any things that might come into play.
And here we go into international waters. Pew, 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 pew. Oh yeah.
It feels different.
And we're back in Croatian waters. Now, shall we hoist the yellow flag while the sun's still up?
Yes. Scotland. Look at that. Well, that's the sunset. Here goes our first night sail.
Better fill out the captain's log.
What are you up to?
Running to shore to check in at customs. It's not as easy as it is on the plane. And there's nowhere to park our boat, so we're stuck here in like 25 meters of water. The anchor's barely like holding on, so solo mission.
What time is it?
Oh, it's just gone midnight, I think. It's been a long day. 12 hours sailing after hours circling around in Split.
How was the first night sail?
Good. Good. It was the moon, watching the moon rise is unreal, and the stars are so nice and the conditions are really mild, so we got away with it. But
We saw the Milky Way, didn't we?
hey, there's a lot of stars. It was great.
What about that giant ferry as well?
That is true. Just as we're coming in, this ferry just comes in from behind us, like must have been cranking 10 knots.
Good, eh?
Oh yeah. But we slowed down, got out of the way.
Bye.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm going to have a cup of tea and wait for Jobba to come back from customs and keep an eye on our anchorage because we might be slipping a little.
Well, no bad. They stamped us in. Wanted a female police officer, a bit intimidating, but she seemed friendly. Cool. I think that's everything. Apparently customs and police are one place here. I don't know how I pay for a vignette, the cruising tax, but that's enough for tonight. We're in the country. Time for bed.
Well, hello there, sailor.
Hello.
What have you been doing this morning?
I just paid our vignette and Sujan taxes. Because the taxes, always the taxes.
We came here at night and now it's morning and we get to see this beautiful island of Vis. Check it out.
How was your very, very short stay in Vis?
Never even got to touch land.
You're such a salty sea dog now. So we're expecting about 8 hours, very light winds, so we'll see. We'll see. Let's get out there. Going that way. Seems all the other boats around here have the same idea. Nice exodus. Winds have been super light today, but there's just been little patches that we've at least been able to motor sail. There's like a couple of knots, maybe 3 knots. When we hit that right point, get the sails up, get a couple of knots for free, perfect, love it. But what a day for it, even if we are motoring. Just playing some tunes and watching some sails. I'm just been practicing, just playing, you know, I got the time now, you know, just like, oh, I'll let this out, pull this in, just see if we can get a half a knot, just a, you know, little bit something extra.
Really excited because we've been chatting to these guys on Instagram called Coast Riders MTV, and they have a little thing going on in Omis, and the trails look really incredible. The mountains look awesome. Super looking forward to seeing what the trails are like here and sailing to our first biking destination.